This webinar is titled Return of the Gods. All will bow, all will submit. Well, there's an Old Testament passage about a golden idol. It appears in Daniel 3. King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold, 60 cubits high and 6 cubits wide, and set it up on the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. When the music plays, the people must bow. Well, Ishtar has that same effect on our culture today. The goddess of sexual promiscuity, perversion, and destruction says tolerance, 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 then suddenly massive intolerance. You must submit, you must bow, you must obey, or you will be destroyed. Ishtar now controls entire cities, Fortune 500 companies, Major League Sports, churches, U.S. embassies, the military, universities, government schools, professional organizations, nonprofits like the Boy Scouts, the YMCAs, and others. She controls them all. New York Governor Hochul ordered probe into Ishtar flags banned at a Long Island high school, even as the New York Times admitted that schools are grooming children into LGBTQ identities. As we've already seen, the White House and the U.S. federal government is under the control of Ishtar. And in fact, in Easter of 2024, the White House declared that Easter Sunday was National Transgender Awareness Day. There is huge blowback, not only in this proclamation, but the fact that there's 3 months and over 28 holidays dedicated to Ishtar. In fact, there's 4 months that are dedicated: Pride Month in June, Bisexual Health Awareness Month in March, LGBTQ History Month in October, and Transgender Awareness Month in November. Beyond these monthly celebrations, there's 30 plus holidays now, and let me just list them for you. International Transgender Day of Visibility, National LGBT Health Awareness Week, National Transgender HIV Testing Day, Non-Binary Parents Day, Lesbian Visibility Day, International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia, Harvey Milk Day, Pansexual and Panromantic Awareness and Visibility Day, Non-Binary Awareness Week, International Drag Day, International Lesbians Day, National Coming Out Day, National LGBT Center Awareness Day, Asexual Awareness Week, International Pronouns Day, Transgender Parents Day, Pansexual Pride Day, Gay Uncles Day, International Asexuality Day, International Day of Pink, Day of Silence, National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week, National GLBT Health Awareness Week, the Pulse Night of Remembrance, International Drag Day, Celebrate Bisexuality Day, Spirit Day, Intersex Awareness Day, Intersex Day of Remembrance, Transgender Awareness Week, Transgender Day of Remembrance, World AIDS Day, to name just a few. And Ishtar rules them all. Her rainbow can be seen in the variety of flag variations that this movement has adopted over time to display these over 35 various identities and celebrations. Ishtar says all must bow, all must submit. She carries over into other cultural messaging, including signs like these that populated the United States and other parts of the world. We believe Black Lives Matter, no human is illegal, love is love, women's rights are human rights, science is real, water is life, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, Black Lives Matter, women's rights are human rights, no human is illegal, science is real, love is love, kindness is everything. Ishtar, even by the color schemes in these signs, has invaded them in this worldview. This headline here is typical of many: peer pressure or liberation. Nearly 40% of students at an Ivy League school identify as LGBTQ. Ishtar says you will submit. Here's a headline: Legislated evil, California's shocking new law. If you disagree with your child's gender identity, you could risk losing them. A hockey player was labeled homophobic because he decided to defer and not participate in the team's pregame pride activities. NFL Harrison Butker, a faith-based person, gave a faith-based speech to a faith-based school that challenged some of Ishtar's propositions, and the backlash was immense. Rachel Johnson, writer, says when it comes to trans issues, J.K. Rowling is the heir to George Orwell, just because J.K. Rowling simply says biological women are unique and distinct, and biological men cannot pretend to be them. Lastly, an American man was sentenced to 16 years in prison for simply burning a flag of Ishtar. She rules cities, her desires to rule nations, to get all to submit. She is the golden idol of our time period. You must bow, you will submit. Countries now celebrate Ishtar more than their own national holidays. She wants to rule them all. This should really give us something to think about. This is ChristianCivicsTraining.org. Thanks for listening.